Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Now today, I'm here to share some exciting news with you guys, and it's the fact that I just picked up another auction car. Now, as you know, I've built the entire backbone of this channel by buying ridiculous cars that are typically complete disasters that I have to put back together. And this one may top all of them. This is one of the riskiest cars I've ever bought, but it's also one of the dirtiest cars I've ever bought. It's so dirty to the point that they considered it a biohazard. And it is actually very true. And we'll go into further detail once we go look at the car outside. The whole reason that I'm sitting in the car right now is because it's actually a very windy day. So in advance, I do want to apologize if there's a bunch of wind noise, but I can't control the elements. But I'm so excited and so eager to show you what I bought that I really can't wait any longer. And on top of that, it's not just a biohazard, but I also bought this car with no key. So I had to go to a local dealership and they made a key for me. But luckily, since it's an older ride, it doesn't have any synchronization to the computer or anything like that. It's very cheap to get a new key. And I think it cost me around like $9 or something like that to get a fresh key. I think with that being said, I'm ready to walk over and show you guys, man. I am so scared because I still have not started the car. I am literally shaking, both in excitement and in fear, because I hope to God that the engine is still good in this thing. But I did my best. When I saw this at the preview, I looked at it in such deep detail, and I was actually planning on making a video on it. I had to have it, man. There was no way I was gonna let this one slip. And there were so many people that were bidding on this car, and maybe I even paid a little bit too much for it, but I'm willing to take that risk, and that's okay. Yeah, I gotta go look at it. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, I got my gloves on. And it's because this biohazard is a 1997 Honda Civic Hatchback. Honestly, on camera, it doesn't look that bad, but trust me, when you see it in real life, it's been sitting for a long time. So if I was gonna be a guessing man, I think what happened with this one is this car got stolen and it got dumped somewhere. Probably somewhere in a empty parking lot or on the side of the road, because you can tell just by the outside that it's been sitting for so long. Now, this is a EK chassis. A lot of people know these as the EK Hatch. Very tunable and very popular cars. I knew I had to have this one because it's 100% stock. Now, usually you find these and they got all kinds of different mods or anything like that. This one, 100% stock, even down to the muffler. So this will not be the Civic at 3 a.m. It's silver, it's a DX model, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. No power windows, no power locks. The windows roll up and down, and I'll show you guys why this is a biohazard in a second. It does have body damage right here on the hood. I have no idea what this is from, but that doesn't discourage me at all, because you can go to a local pick and pull, and I'm just gonna wait it out and see if I can find a silver Civic hood, because that's the best part with these, is you can find all the parts for these relatively easily. But it's also the scary part, because these also get stolen quite a bit. You know, that's the risk you have to run with owning one of these old Hondas. Now, as you can see, this headlight looks good, but this one is very faded. And I don't know what that is. Maybe that got replaced at one point. I really couldn't tell you. It's also missing one original hubcap. Not a big deal. It might even be in the back of the car. That'd be sweet, but I'm not crying over spilt milk over here. The tires look to be like the stuff you get at your local tire shop, like the cheapy stuff. But of course, I mean, they're just like all-season tires. This is just somebody's daily. I would guess that maybe like a, I don't know. This wasn't owned by an enthusiast. It looks like somebody bought this as just like their everyday car. It does have one sticker in the back, says no farms, no food. So maybe they were a bit of a politically charged activist. I don't know. I don't make the rules here, I just buy the cars. As you can see, the body is in excellent shape, except for the hood, but that's not a big deal. And I was willing to go all in and roll the dice on this one. And I have the key right here in my pocket, man, and I'm ready to fire this thing up with you guys. I've been waiting. The doors were unlocked, and I had my tow truck guy drop it off for me. Now let's get into the good details here. So as you can see, this was the lot number on it, but they deemed this one a biohazard, and I'm gonna show you guys why. And I'm actually gonna keep my distance, and I'm actually gonna put a mask on real quick, just to protect myself and my own well-being. I have one glove on, not a big deal. And that should be an example to you of how disgusting it is in here. So I'm not gonna spend that much time in here, but I do it for you guys, man. You guys are the reason why I do this stuff. So, as you can see when I open the door, look at the steering wheel. Look at this. Look at all this. There's stuff growing on it. I've never seen a steering wheel wrapped like this before. It's unbelievable. You know, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the steering wheel really says it all. It's full of trash. And that's another reason why I think this one was stolen, is because somebody rummaged through all this stuff. And if I pop this seat back, look at all this. It's all just garbage. Who knows where this is from? But I'm willing to bet the thief or whoever it was that got this, they really spent a lot of time doing nefarious activities in it, okay? But the thing is, luckily, this, you see this little foam cover right here? This saved the seat's life because the seat underneath looks almost brand new. But there is mold growing on this other side over here. You see that? So this passenger seat needs some attention. And there's all kinds of random objects and stuff in here that I need to throw out. But look at the shifter. All this stuff that's going on here. And it's because of the moisture that built up. Because I think one of the windows was left open. If I was gonna guess, I would guess this window was left all the way open and the elements were just coming into the car. For the most part, the interior is not too bad. This is all very fixable, really. It just needs some attention. Needs somebody to go through and get a full interior detail on it. You can see all this spores and stuff. And you don't think it's not that bad, but trust me, if you sit in this car for long enough with the windows up, you're gonna get sick because all these little spores will emit almost like an airborne illness that could really be detrimental to your health. I don't think it's enough to kill you, but it's just something to think about as well. They stole the emblem. It's not a big deal. I was trying to pop the hatch for you guys. Take a look. It's been a while since I had one of these. I had a red hatch way back in the day. I've actually had a few hatches, actually, that I think about it. And it looks like this oil spilled in the back. That is horrendous. I'm gonna pull that out right now. No, thank you. So there is oil in the back. I didn't even realize that. This is all just happening today. Another jug of oil. And it looks like this one spilled too. And an extension cord, of course, because why not? Okay, so we got the full spare in here. It's a little rusty crusty. There's definitely moisture in here. I think there needs to be a hole drilled here in the back, if I'm being honest with you. This spare, it looks okay. It's holding air, but it looks very, very, very old. And again, once you take all this stuff out, it should be okay. Got one of the floor mats back here. Somebody just tore this up and they saw every opportunity to take what they could. It's a shame they took the little privacy cover, so I'll be on the lookout for one of those. Not a big deal though. Go inside here. All right, I guess I'll sit in the car. I'll go through the gears just because I have the glove on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honda transmission's the best, man. The absolute best, I'm telling you. And thank God they left the radio face. Okay, so that's pretty good news. Let me know what you guys think so far down in the comments. Would love to hear what you guys think. Have I lost my mind or what? Now let's take a look at the engine. This is so crazy, man. I can't believe it. I just need to take a moment, dude. I can't believe I just bought an EK hatch. This is what I grew up on, you know? When it comes to working on cars, I only used to work on Hondas. Back in the day, this is the engines that I worked on as a kid. This is how I learned how an internal combustion engine works and all that. And this one looks like it's 100% stock, but a lot of this stuff has just been sitting here forever. You could just tell. Like this radiator hose, for example, they put like another worm clamp on top of it. This stuff looks ancient, but it's a Honda, man. And that's why I was willing to take the risk and roll the dice. It does have this strut tower brace, which is actually pretty cool. The brake fluid looks kind of low. It's not like emitting air or anything like that, but it's on the minimum line, so I'll probably need to go and top that off real quick. The battery looks pretty old, but it's there, man. It's there, which is all very positive. I looked at the coolant. The coolant looked okay. I mean, even the little zip tie on the oxygen sensor is still there. It looks very positive to me. And this one even has the air conditioning, which is kind of nice. I believe it also has power steering as well. So for a DX, this one had some of the factory options. stock airbox, which I feel like you never see on these old Hondas. Everybody and their grandma, it feels like the first thing they do is they rip this off and they put a little cone filter on it. So this is a rarity, man, a fully stock EK hatch. It's like a blank canvas. And the thing is, on top of that, I actually have a full K-swap kit from Hybrid Racing I bought a few years back because I told myself as a bucket list item, I 100% want to K-swap a Civic. So I don't know if this is gonna be the one, but I've definitely been thinking about it. But as of right now, I have way too many cars, man. I have way too many cars. So something's gotta go. The oil is very full. Maybe even a little too much. First thing, I'll go through this. I'll change the oil and all that stuff. That's not a biggie. But I'm looking at everything else. The fuel rails look good. All the hoses back here look good. It's a Honda, man. It should start, really. I have faith in this one. And it's all pointing to positive signs in my eyes that this thing's gonna fire up. So let's do the honors. So the first thing that I did, and I actually did this off camera, is I checked to see if the lock works. And I turn it, locked, and I go here, unlocked. So, thank God the key hasn't been changed. So this is still the original key that I was able to get cut from the dealership. So, it means that nobody tampered with any of this, okay? So now, the moment of truth. I'm gonna go to the ignition. Keys in the ignition. Let's pray, man. Let's pray. Let's pray. Listen to it. Wait. Dude, it runs. No way. Wait. It sounds pretty good. What do you think? It feels like it's kind of missing. Or maybe it just hasn't been ran in so long. It's very hard to tell. There may be an exhaust leak somewhere. Oh my God, dude, it runs. Oh my God. I mean, does it go forward and backwards? Does that have power steering? Oh, this does not have power steering. Interesting. So it only has AC. Does this work? This AC's going. See if it blows cold. I don't want to blow it towards me. It just, wow, cold AC. Ice cold AC. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Okay. It is very windy outside though. I'm gonna close the hood real quick. Or it should be okay actually. It should be fine. I think there is a little bit of an exhaust leak though, I will say. But maybe it's because it just hasn't been ran in so long. Car has 157,000 miles. It's got this little auxiliary gauge cluster tack. I don't know what that's for. Kind of cool. It's like down by the footwell. I don't know who's gonna keep an eye on that, but it's pretty sweet. Seems to be working too. And that's what it is, man. Just luck. I got so lucky, bro. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed, man. This is so insane. The headliner, mint. It just needs an interior detail. That's all it needs. Kind of want to take it around the block, but I think I'll leave that for another video. I'm gonna rummage through this one and see how it is, drive it a little bit maybe, and see if it's okay, if it's good. But for the most part, the engine sounds really nice. Smooth. I'm just gonna let it run for a little bit. Let her warm up. I can't believe it, man. But I really appreciate you guys for checking out today's video, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you guys want to see more content on this Civic, please let me know down in the comments. But I think with that being said, I hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.